Spellwheel VR 1.5.0 Update. Gesture System. Actions Showcase. Yeah, that's Skyrim for you. Hello there. Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Strange. Today I'll talk about the new gesture system in the Spellwheel update. Gesture system came from the old Conjuration Circle opening method, but it's now expanded into something much bigger. There are several actions you can define as gestures. The ones you can choose from MCM are generic ones, but you also can define custom actions using the INI config files. Circle gesture is predefined to open Conjuration Circle, and it's much easier to use now. Just touch the button and then untouch it when you are done with the gesture. And with the new gesture sparks, it's very easy to see what you draw. Okay, now, what do you say we take a look at the MCM for the settings? When you first update, you'll see that gesture system is by default disabled. You need to enable it from this setting before being able to use it. There is a similar setting in Conjure Page as well for the Conjuration Circle, so make sure you enable them. Now, here is the touch button setting. You can change which button is going to be used as touch button. Note that it's also possible to switch this from touch to press. You can do this from Spellwheel VR Gestures config file by enabling gesture button works with press setting. There are also other settings here, like showing symbol when a gesture is detected and its duration. Here you can also change the spark type to something you like. Big swirly orange is the default one now. You can change it into anything you want. In the previous Spark Showcase video, I went over every one of them, but there are new ones now. Let me show you some of the new ones. This is fire. Looks pretty cool, right? What else? Let's see. Oh, I remember. There was snow. That one's okay. But let's check ice. That one's crazy good. You know what I mean now? Very nice. Okay, I'll show you the blood sparks as well, and then we move on. As you can see, blood one is particularly special. The way it spreads after a while. Fantastic for a vampire play, maybe. Okay, let's return to MCM. I have different actions defined for the gestures at the moment. Let me first change the spark type back. Or maybe to something different. Let's use this one for a while, shall we? Okay, works well. Circle is the easiest gesture to master. As long as you draw a near-perfect circle in the air in front of you, it should be recognized. Now, let's check the defined actions and try some other gestures with them. Learning symbols may be hard at first, but they are made to be simple and also easily distinguished from each other. In my current play, I have Prota defined as Whirlwind Sprint. Both Nalut and Ragot as Unrelenting Shout for some reason, and Mule is defined to cast Best Shout. Okay, now let's try and see how well the cast shout actions work. Let's try Unrelenting Shout. I know all the words, so it should be full. Well, it's instantaneous. And you should know that it's the same as shouting using the button. It doesn't activate the button itself. The implementation does it in a much better way, but even the vanilla triggers work with this. And also, you heard the words being spoken as well, so it's not like other quick shouting methods. And now, let's try Whirlwind Sprint. That worked nicely as well. Now let's try the Mull gesture for the cast Best Shout action. Cast Best Shout means cast the best shout you know against the current enemy you are facing. It's a smart action. It played Faux Cra, which are the two words of the Frost Shout. It's the only shout I know and have unlocked except Unrelenting Shout right now. So it's the best shout I have for damaging an opponent. Most of the actions only work when they are needed to. If the gesture is detected, you should see the symbol in the air. But if there is nothing to do for it, it would simply do nothing. Like I have last defined for cast healing spell action. But since I'm at full health, it did nothing this time. So what do you say we find some enemies to fight and reduce our health? Here are some wolves. Maybe they can attack us? They can't do much to me at level 20, but it's good enough for testing purposes, I guess. Bite, doggy. Bite me! One bite is not enough. This can take a while. I'm too strong for this. Okay, let's try last now. For healing spell. As you can see, it healed me just enough to get me to full health, and then didn't use the rest of my magicka. It also increased restoration. That was a good coincidence to show you it works. I have goals defined as drink healing potion, so I'll use that now. That one drinks healing potions to increase your health to full. These actions are smart, but you can change how they work from the config file to use one potion, instead of until you are completely healed. It's all configurable. That last wolf seems to have lost all its will to live, unfortunately. Let's put it out of its misery, shall we? Yeah, that's Skyrim for you. That was fun. I have Pa defined as equip fire and forget destruction on left action. So it equips the best destruction fire and forget spell on my left hand. You can find detailed explanations of each action type in the Spell Wheel Gestures system article. There is another config file named Spell Wheel VR Gesture Actions. Using this file, you can define custom gesture actions as well. In the future, these may be moved to MCM as well. But for now, they are in the INI config file. Note that actions defined in MCM page override these custom action definitions. Let's see what else I have defined. Oh, I can try Wall. It's set to cast armor spell action. I never use armor spells normally in my games. I always forget. But with this, I can simply do the gesture. It's very tedious trying to find and equip and charge and cast. As you can see, gestures make your life easier. Smart gestures make it much, much easier. No reason not to use these gestures once you get used to them. I'm now using them whenever. Let's see what else we can try before I finish this video. This is also one of the things I never use. Poisoning weapons. With a gesture, it shouldn't be that tedious. Yes, I want to poison my weapon. As you can see, these gestures can be your friend. Using gestures to help you during your battles can be second nature to you if you get used to them. Hopefully, this will be something you like to use. I forgot I already used my magicka just now. Bound weapon gestures are also your friend. Together with these tools in the game, fights are much better and also fun. Don't forget to have fun. Once again, this is Dr. Strange. Have a good day, week, and month. Until next time.